What's up?
What up, y'all?
We already have a comment. Stefan's already saying he's tired.
I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it, Stephen. Between you calls and hell and everything else, yeah, I get it. I'm tired too.
Yeah. What's up, Bruce?
Bruce, how you doing, buddy?
Stefan's tired and the elderly's up watching us too.
Right? Bruce is like, I'm tired all the time.
We love you, Bruce. We love you.
My tennis balls are wearing out on my walker.
We'll talk later. I'll explain. Okay.
Yeah. Holler at me after the show. I'm curious now.
Yep. So, you've had a busy couple weeks.
Yes. So hell, an hour west of me, we're getting some here, and then I got a body shop out in that area that I'm working weekends or whatever I got to do there. Had Mr. Brendan Yeager out there today at the body shop doing one for me, so he came in clutch.
So that's the one in Waverly, right? The body shop. How's that little town doing?
They're, I guess, good. I don't really go out there, just every once in a while for that body shop, and looks like a lot of stuff's still kind of abandoned. I don't know if it don't look like much rebuilds going on. But
so for those that don't know, that was the area that flooded a couple of years, about 3 years ago now.
When we had the hailstorm here.
2020, yeah, it was. No, it was 21 because it was after the Orange Beach hailstorm.
Okay.
Because Fred Delaney had just left, and then him and Amanda come down and met us. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, it all runs together anymore.
I know. I don't know what year it is now. So, anyway, we got a great show tonight.
Episode 90, we're almost at 100.
What's that?
That's an episode 97.
Well, we're actually over 100 because some of the episodes weren't numbered. Like some of the first ones we had this year, and then it's not eCams. We had eCam ones a couple of times. So really, we're over 100 now.
Okay.
But maybe we'll do a special one when it's actually the 100 or whatever it is. Like a rave. What's up, Daniel?
Our guest tonight, heard nothing but great things about him, including last week. The Hudgens boys were talking highly of him. John Yeager got the opportunity to work with him this year and spoke highly of him. So that's cool when we get somebody like that.
I want to say that, and we'll ask him, but I talked to him right after your meetup at DentSmart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if Brad was there or not.
I don't think he was.
I don't know, but somehow I got his information, and I was going through and friending some of these, and then he reached out and called, and then I did talk to him at least one other time, maybe two other times when I was going out to Oklahoma to work a hailstorm and stuff, and kind of getting some advice from him. But we've always heard nothing but great stuff, and I don't know why it's taking us this long to get him on the show. But anyway, y'all help us welcome Mr. Brad Wickham.
What's up, guys?
We are good. We are good.
All right.
So, we got to talk a little bit before the show, of course. We're not going to go into details of where you're at and all that kind of stuff because we don't want to give that information away.
Wait, you don't want to talk about that honey hole storm that nobody knows about?
Exactly. Yeah. We'll let you keep that to yourself.
That place where Anthony after they're about once a week.
Well, hey, you know what? I haven't seen him yet, so we were just talking about that. Yeah, that's how secret we are right here. I mean, we parked my truck out behind, so nobody even knows.
Right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Hilarious. I'm surprised you haven't seen a dike yet. So
I've seen a couple, but
just not the one driving the van.
Not the one driving the van.
Right. What up, Greg? What Greg saying? Facebook is done.
Greg?
Let me click StreamYard. We got you. It says your name, bud. Maybe you're the dumb one.
Greg, maybe you can come on the show sometime.
Yeah, we'd love to have you once.
So, Brad, that's a running joke because Greg was on our show. And then Andy totally forgot. So, a week or two later, he's like, hey, we need to get Greg on.
Really?
While during a show, or he was on.
Made that great of an impression, huh?
Horrible impression.
Yeah.
Oh man! But
You guys are gonna have to type slow though. I can't read that fast.
All right, I can hold him up here. What up, Nick?
What's up, Nick?
Mr. Nick just went out on his own. I'm kind of curious to hear about his endeavor into the PDR world after moving from body shop. Hopefully, I'll talk about that on Smash Masters. There's a little plug for him.
So is Nick 100% PDR now?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, he's full boat.
Now we need to move Stefan over.
Right. I'm surprised he ain't. Like, he's already crushing it with the stuff. Like, just go ahead.
He's got the hookup where he's at, though. Anyway.
Yeah, he does have it made.
It's a long day today. Good job. So let's get into it. We will. What's up, Greg?
Hey, G Unit's in.
Yeah. We so give us a background of how you got started or how you heard about PDR, how you got started in it, kind of a timeline to where you are now.
Sure. So I had heard about PDR. I had a few friends that I grew up with that were in PDR, and they'd hang out with us, and we didn't really understand what they did. A few of my friends had an opportunity to learn what it was in high school towards the end of their high school career. A few took that opportunity, a few didn't. But I grew up in a body shop scenario. My dad restores classic cars. So I was, since I was 2 years old, loved that smell of Bondo. But grew up, didn't take the opportunity to learn all that stuff. I was really invested in sports and that type of thing, and thought to myself, I don't ever want to work on cars because it looks like a mess, and that's just not what I want to do. So I thought, I'll be an accountant. I'll do something like that. So I pushed my way through college, worked my way through college, got out of there, got an opportunity to get into a banking job. Jumped into that, was there for about 6 years, moved up pretty good, but as corporate world goes, things did not work out there, and looked for a new career opportunity. I had a good buddy who offered me the opportunity to go with him, learn how to do PDR, and learn from the bottom up. So I actually couldn't decide what to do. I had another job interview that day that I decided, got that job, was driving home and thought, I don't want to do this job. Called them, said, thanks for the opportunity, I'm going to pass. And immediately called my friend back and said, I'll take you up on it. He's like, be here tomorrow. I said, I'm driving there right now. So it was like 6 o'clock at night, and I drove all the way to Oklahoma City. Got there at midnight, stayed with him, started doing R&I the next day. So
nice.
Yeah.
Well, now what year was this?
This was in 2010, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know the first thing about PDR at all. I could barely take apart a car.
R&I?
Barely. I mean, I'm holding my hand like this, trying to hold up a drill forever. I wasn't used to that type of thing. But made it through. In the winter time is when he first really started training me how to do it, and he spent a lot of time at his house daily for an entire winter, showing me how to get started. And then I still traveled with him the following year, and pretty much was an R&I guy for that year. I'd start to work on a pail here or there, and then as soon as I get started on a panel, it's move, get out of the way. We need to finish this car. So, yeah.
Sounds like the guy Ray that I'm training here. Like, we'll get on the U-Haul together, tag team or whatever, and I'm just moving him out of the way at the end.
Yeah. I finally get ready to fix that dent and get the hell out of the way. It's time to get this car done. So that was kind of disheartening, but
that's why I can't train my son, because I'm the same way.
Right? Yeah.
Just get the hell out the way.
Exactly. Yeah. But it all worked out. We traveled around for a while. We had an opportunity to work down south in Louisiana. So we both went down there to work. Things didn't work out with him and that particular person. So we left. The storm kept going. And actually, at the time, my cousin Travis, who was the other half of DentCo, was working for Scott Clark down in New Orleans, and he'd worked there for like 10 years or so with Scott. And we got a call back from him. He said, "Hey, we've got these. I think they were rental cars. We've got an opportunity. If you want to come back down and work, we can give you a shot." So I went back down there and worked by myself. And man, I could not fix a car. It was really a bad idea for them to let me do anything. But I worked like till 10 o'clock every night in a warehouse on the West Bank, in a really sketchy side of town, and mustered through that first year, and then got a lot of confidence and just kept going from there.
Yeah,
awesome. So I think it takes a lot of like the grind to just make it through the first year, and then it seems to all work out after that. But that first year can be a total shit show.
Yeah. No, I was making $200 or $300 a day and just tickled pink. I remember calling my dad, like, "Man, I made $200 today. It was awesome." He's like, "Oh, all right, yeah, you're doing a good job, I guess.
Good job, son."
How are you gonna pay for your hotel while you're doing that? And,
didn't think of that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you're right. I spent $30 today instead of making anything. So
yeah.
But Travis lived down there, so I bunked with him, stayed at his house with him, and drove 30 minutes one way to work every day and back. And anyway, so after that storm, we went home, and after that, Travis decided he was at a point where he was thinking about going back out onto the road and start chasing hell again. So the way it worked out is that we kind of teamed up and went out together, looking for places to try to land a shop. And we did land a shop or two, getting started, and I still sucked really bad. So Travis became my teacher and mentor without really wanting to be. I don't think he really realized what he was getting into. So we'd get going, and Travis would fix most of the car, and I'd still start fixing a dent, and he'd come fix the ones I couldn't fix. And somewhere along the way, I became a lot better. I'd say like year 5, I felt pretty confident that I could fix about anything that I was going to attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Although it still looked like crap, I'm sure. Yeah. It's weird how along the way you think, I'm getting a lot better. This looks great. I'm pretty confident. And then a few years go by and you think, man, I sucked at that time. Everything I thought was great was not great.
Well, that's like any of us, if you're not willing to get, I don't know everything about metal. I do everything I can. Not every dent's the same. And, I learn on every one. I'm going to continue to learn. So
exactly. Yeah. And along the way, we met great techs working dealer deals and just body shops that had more than one person in them, and connections grew. And I'm not shy about talking to people, and it just worked out. And every year it's been what's going to happen this year, and by the grace of God and hard work, it has happened every year. We've always had a good thing going.
That's what it takes.
Awesome.
Yep.
And when did you start your retail shop back home?
So the retail shop, I think in between when Travis was still, because Travis stayed and fixed hail for quite a long time in that storm after I went home. Okay. And we have an uncle who had a automotive oil changing repair shop type of thing that he had rented this building for a long time, and he was going to retire, and kind of asked him about, hey, that would be a good spot for a retail spot for us to do some dents and that type of thing. And he connected me to the guy that owned that building, and he said, if you just take over the building like it is, we'll keep the rent. It's been like that for the last 15 years, which was really cheap.
Yeah.
So took off with that. Asked him about buying the property once, and he said, no, I don't want to sell it. A year or so went by, and he contacted us and threw me a price. And I called Travis. I was like, hey, do you want to go in and have some buying this property? He's like, yeah, let's go for it. So we went in together, bought the building,
Nice.
The rest is kind of history as far as the retail side.
That's awesome.
I've seen
a shop too. I mean, a lot of people have to rent because property values are so high, but we own it. It's a good feeling to know you own the shop too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
so
I've seen
not only are we having not only do we have a retail business, we have a property that has appreciation to grow.
Yeah.
Later on.
And you've done a lot of work to it. That's what I was going to say. I've seen photos of it. It looks nice. I mean, I like there's several places around here that like my wife's uncle owned an old Shell station, like gas station.
Yeah.
He was a mechanic. It's just on a bad section. Like there's no great way. It's on a busy road, but bad getting in and out of it. Yeah. Like I love the look of those. Had the glass bay doors on it. Like I would that'd be like a dream shop. Like for a small.
We had to replace the glass bay doors at one point though.
Yeah.
They were falling out. We just knew somebody was going to get their head chopped up with one falling out. But yeah, the old gas station ones, that's exactly what this was too. I think it was the first gas station in our county.
That's pretty cool though.
Years ago. So
Stephanie's got a good question. You're able to run a retail business and still chase hell. How does all that work out?
Very difficultly. So the retail
hold on.
I think your earpod fell out. That was the one with the microphone in it apparently.
How about that?
Yep, there we go.
There we go. Okay. So the retail side of things for us is we've lived in the area our entire lives. We service like 40,000 people. So most people know who we are and they know what we do. And our client base knows that we're gone during storm season to fix hail. It's just what we have to do. So we continue to build up customers throughout the storm season. We keep a list and then we have just loyal people who will wait for dents to be repaired in our retail type of year. And it's also been great. We've had a couple storms, 2 or 3 storms at home. So once you have that, you really grow that base.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. That's how.
But yeah, it's hard.
That's how it was when the only one I chased was in 2020, and when it got slow, and they shut everything down. I got the call to go chase out in Oklahoma for a couple of months. I'm like, and soon, it's like slow, and then as soon as I get out there, phone's just ringing off the hook, and I'm like, I'll be back in 2 months, and they wait.
That's like me. I go to my body shop out in Waverly, and as soon as I go, man, it's like, oh my God, we had like 30 estimates coming in. I'm like, all I got to do is leave. I said, I'm also joking, be like, okay, I'm leaving now, and then watch all this.
So what's the hardest for us is when we have our body shop accounts when they have hail, and we're at a place that's booked up for 5 months, and we can't leave that. You can't do that. But we've also been blessed to have really good, loyal body shop accounts who will put those customers off 5-6 months, and then we've had winter work.
Yeah.
So and just great. Lost a few. You lose a few people to attrition and people who totaled them out in between the time you're going to fix them and now. But we've been really lucky. Like I said, really blessed to have things work out in a situation where you hardly can't have both. It's hard to have a retail shop and have a full-time chasing career and expect both to work right.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless you have staffing for that shop.
Exactly.
And it's hard, man.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. And I've seen a lot of those retail shops form into full-grown body shops, but that's just right now, that's not where we want to be.
Right. Yeah. Well, a lot of these body shops too. I don't know about your area, but our area, like our body shops are booked out 3 or 4 months. So like my kind of PDR shop, like if you can wait on the body shop, you can wait on me, and you're gonna get it done.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Because they're going to go down the road and find the cheaper guy. And they regret it later on.
Yeah, they will. And we've just been we've done some really smashed vehicles that other people in body shops and stuff have turned down or said that, hey, that can't happen, PDR. And once we've done that, we kind of publicized it a little bit, then people are like, oh, okay, we'll wait for you to do that instead of the alternative. So
that's one of the good things about, kind of like we're talking about the hell job that the car totaled last year I was telling you about.
Right.
Doing that type of job, but videoing the before and after, especially under the top of the roof, the bottom side where every dent was like this.
Oh yeah.
And then showing the after stuff like that, it helps create that okay, I want this guy to do it, so I'm gonna wait.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I had a list of about 60 regular dents that waited until I was done with all the hail last year.
Yeah.
And that was a great winter time up through January, February. It was great.
Well, I still get the car that comes in that I've booked, and it's one that it's no fun for anybody to do. And Travis knows he gets to do the tough stuff when he comes in. And it's like, what the hell did you book this thing in for? Like, I don't want to do this in the winter.
Sounds like we should have Travis on, not Brad.
yeah, right. No, I know my place. So,
hey, at least that's the best part about it.
Yeah, no, he's like my brother. He's like my older brother, and I give him crap. He gives me crap, but we both have our strengths, and we just use them together to make the best of everything.
That's kind of what the Hutchins boys were talking about last week. Like they just work. I mean, it just meshes well together to make a great team.
Yeah. I watched his video too, and how he said that they sometimes don't talk out. We don't really talk about what we're doing either. We just go to the same thing every car and make it happen. The biggest thing is becoming efficient and being able to push through a car, and having a person like Travis and me together allows us to do so much more work in a body shop to keep them flush with cars and not backed up in the paint booth, that type of thing.
Yeah.
We learn how to manage a body shop from the backside. Sometimes they don't even realize that we're managing them through the storm.
Backside where Dyke's watching, he'll get all excited.
Right.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm a pretty man. Should I? I've never heard that before.
Well, it takes a weirdo to bring it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh goodness!
Just don't ever invite him over when you got a white rug. He will mess that thing up.
Oh, really?
That was hilarious. Yeah.
Temperature you cook
your pizza.
Oh, dude, I don't even need temperature. I can do that by smell. I know when that thing's done. You don't have to set the temp. You just turn the oven on. I know when it's ready. I know when it's time to come out.
Yeah.
So Corey knows my love for pizza.
Awesome.
I love eating pizza all day, every day, and not have any issues with it.
Oh yeah, have you done the trifecta where you have the hot pocket in the morning, pizza at lunch, and the leftovers for dinner?
I've not done that yet.
You got to try the trifecta.
I love cold pizza though, like straight out of the fridge. I love it. I was eating some, I don't know, a month or so ago, and my youngest daughter's like, "Ooh, what are you doing?" I was like, "Just wait, baby. When you get in college or your adult life, you're young.
I can't eat it. But the air fryer is my best friend.
I love it.
Yep.
Like I put an air fryer, crisp it up. Let's go.
Yeah, that air fryer is where it's at.
Yeah.
I wish we had those when I was a kid.
Me too. Like I wouldn't even thought about a microwave. We were talking about we went to shop today, and my guy Ray, like I've been trying to put him onto it for a year. I'm like, dude, try that because he gets like the little meals with the chicken bites and stuff. I'm like, put the chicken. He's like, oh my god! I was like, I told you, I wasn't lying to you, buddy. Back here,
pizza rolls and air fryer.
I think if the air fryer came first, the microwave would have never been invented at all. Who needs it?
It takes a minute, dude. They don't just come straight to you. He's saying he's in his first year and struggling times mentally and probably, quality wise. It's not an overnight process. Keep telling yourself that. If you ever need to know, ask me. I will put you right there. I starved to death my first year.
Yeah. No, it's tough, man. I always thought everything come pretty easy to me growing up, sports and just schoolwork, whatever. And then when I started PDR, that was the first time that I had struggled with trying to be good at something. It was very difficult for me to learn. And there was a point where I didn't think I was going to. And honestly, I was working with Woody Casey down in New Orleans, and I think that I was his R&I guy at the time, and I didn't realize it. But so I thought I was fixing cars with him, but I'm pretty sure I was his R&I guy. And they throw me that was when I first came back to New Orleans to work.
Gotcha.
And he told me at one point, he's like, "Hey man, it's just not for everybody." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right, probably not." I didn't get it.
That's same thing my high school principal told me.
Yeah.
Woody's out of Canada, right?
Colorado.
He's as weird as a Canadian, yeah, I'd say.
Okay.
No, Woody's out of Colorado, out of Denver.
Colorado, okay.
He's kind of all over the place. He's all over the place, but he lives in Colorado for
Gotcha.
most part. Yeah.
Right.
Gotcha.
I need to get him on one day too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people I'd like to have on and want to get on, and we will eventually, but
yeah.
In conflict a lot of times.
Like we won't have we may not have a show next week and the week after. I'm hoping not.
Dang, news to me.
Before I forget, we guys need to give a shout out to Tyler Hutchinson. He's kind of under the weather right now, so you guys keep him in your thoughts right now. So,
okay.
He's having a little bit of a rough time. So
gotcha.
Think about him until he gets back to
definitely.
I think he's working himself too hard.
Probably. I could see that.
Batteries, he's trying to win more vehicles and stuff.
Yeah. That's the craziest thing. I'm telling you, I love those guys though.
Yeah,
both of them. Great. Tyler and Cole are both awesome dudes.
They're great. It was a great show last week. So anybody that missed that, y'all go look at or listen to last week's show.
I love seeing people like that, just appreciative of what they have and just thankful, and it goes along.
Yeah. Seem to gravitate towards people who are kind of like-minded and that type of thing. And those guys are definitely right up there.
All right. We got to ask. Ryan Ham said you're fun in a foot race.
Oh, I will never do that again. We were working in Minnesota. I was tag teaming with BJ Verdon, which is another good guy. And Billy Joe. I've always called him BJ, but
more fitting.
Yeah, exactly. So we were working out there one day, and somebody said something about somebody being faster than the other guy, and they said, "Well, put your money where your mouth is. Let's race." So probably 8 of us or so lined up in a foot race. Well, I thought I was doing great until I realized I can't run anymore, and my legs gave out, and I rolled. I actually broke my kneecap.
Ooh.
Did not know it, and finished out that job with a broken kneecap. Couldn't complain because I, like an idiot, was running.
Yeah, it was on your own.
Yeah. Found out later on the X-rays I broke my kneecap.
God bless.
Grief.
Yep. Yeah, me and Brandon don't do anything together anymore. Like I separated that relationship with running a long time ago.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They had a foot race. Somebody was racing an MTE this past year, and I seen somebody ate it when they was running across the courtyard. Whatever.
Yeah. Now you hit a certain age, there's no reason to be running like that anymore.
Yeah. Applaud to you for having a broken kneecap and finishing out the job.
I was not about to quit working or complain after doing something as stupid as that. So
yeah.
You just deal with it at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't going to come home and tell my wife I had to come home because I was in a foot race and broke my kneecap, and sorry, we can't eat this year.
Kenneth, what's up, Kenneth?
Hey, Kenneth. Kenneth's a great guy too.
Yeah,
he's a good down to earth guy.
Yeah, I used to see him on Facebook a lot. I don't see him anymore. I don't know if he's still posting like he was, or he's not in my algorithm, or one of those things. Like
Facebook's trying to destroy your friendships.
Right. Oh yeah, Jackson don't ride scooters. Ask Mr. Vadine about that one. He hated it. I think
goodness.
Yep. Yeah. No, I get that. Oh man.
I got to keep uninjured. I got too much money to make. Like I'd stay away from stuff to get injured on.
I was trying to do. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just get injured just sleeping. Like I've had a crick in my neck for over a week now. Like bad. It's just horrible, man. And that was just sleeping.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that stupid stuff.
Did you read the instructions? Have you been reading the instructions on the pillow?
Pillows too for the shoulder and stuff.
Is that why they tell you don't tear the tag off?
Yeah, if you don't, you forget how to do it right, and that happens when you get old.
What's up, Biggs?
He said, Brad.
Hey, what's up,
Biggs? Brad said that no Anson vans have come up there.
Yeah, what the
no?
Y'all need to get up there.
Yeah. They ain't like there ain't nobody there.
Yeah.
They're all great guys, but you ever seen how the sharks follow around after the cruise ships?
Yeah.
That's what they do. They follow us. But no, I love those guys. I never know what I'd eat until they sell me something.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
I just needed some glue tabs. What the hell happened?
Right. Exactly.
Come from? No excuse. Yeah, really. Hey, I guess it's better to snap on the Matco vans. At least they don't offer payment plans because that'd be rough.
Oh, I didn't know that's even a thing.
Yeah. That would be crazy, man. But hey, there may be an influx of new dent companies coming out. So if you need tools, you better go ahead and get them because this tool company's about to get swamped.
Yep, bunch of new independent techs about to be buying a bunch of tools up because there's a non-compete that might be non-existent anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just got passed.
Oh, wow.
So, yep.
So they're fixing it. I'm hoping it means come up to see you guys.
That's all I want is more competition.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I think it'll be all right. Especially like
it'll be all right.
It'll weed them out. Like the good techs that work for those companies will be strong and make our industry better, and the weak ones will
still be at the company.
Yeah.
Honestly, in our industry, if you're just a straight up okay guy and work and don't have all the baggage that comes with the headache of like showing up drunk and that type of thing, which a lot of guys have always given the bad name to our industry.
Mm-hmm.
If you just do basic hard work and right things, you will succeed in this business.
Absolutely. Yeah, we got a local or a route guy here. Like his work, everything's got broken paint. Like it's chewed to shit. But everybody loves this guy. Like everybody at the dealership love him and stuff. That's all.
Right.
Are you serious? Like how?
Yeah, it's like the family doctor. It's not what you know, it's who you know. That's why. Yeah.
Which
you can become a doctor if
it's so aggravating. But I mean, you got to think they're not paying what you would charge, so they're getting what they pay for. It's a good guy,
exactly.
It is. I don't want to do phone hacking. I'm like, you have fun with that.
Yeah. There's a niche for everybody.
Yep.
Absolutely.
There is.
Story, the landed a dealership near here. It was actually Tucker was telling me that he landed a dealership down the road because he walked in and he was like, do you have a crazy girlfriend or ex-girlfriend? He's like, nope. All right, cool. You can do our dance. Like I can
right.
A little rough around the edges. Just never know.
That's right.
Big said they're going to do ounce of finance. Please don't.
That is that's so please don't do that.
We're halfway through the show. We can get into a little bit of what you do outside the industry, Mr. Brad.
Outside the industry? Well,
we know you're married.
Yep.
But
I'm married. This year is my 20-year anniversary.
Awesome.
Yep. So I've married for 20 years. Thank you. I don't know how she does it. I would have. Yeah, she puts up with way too much crap for me being gone and taking care of the house and the kids and stuff when I'm off. What she thinks is eating a Texas Roadhouse every night and having a good old time. What she don't know is Texas Roadhouse every other night.
It's Longhorns the other night.
Yeah, the other nights are
We're
Longhorns. Yeah, I'm telling you. So one of the things I love to do is eat a Texas Roadhouse for real. And my buddies like Corey Pope and the Hutchins's boys, we can Snapchat each other every single time we go. It's just like the most unique thing, like a picture of the napkin, and we know where we're at. Yeah, like oh, you dog! I wish I was there eating too.
It's just the ambient lighting. You know you're at a Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah,
like,
you know it.
Yeah, that red pinkish glow throughout the whole place.
Yeah. Dykes and she exactly. She's jealous of her.
That's right. But no, and I've got a wonderful wife I've been married to for a long time. I've got 2 great kids. I've got an 11-year-old girl named Raylan and a 7-year-old boy named Riker. Awesome. And I have got a daddy's girl 100% through and through, and a wild man boy. So I've got the best of both worlds.
I see y'all's post all the time, on Facebook and stuff. And
my family is my entire world outside of Dents. So anything I can do to spend time with them or to teach them or to just do whatever, that's what I'm about. Whether I love getting them into dirt bikes and going to the lake, and not as much as Zach Mullen. Zach Mullen's at the lake every opportunity he's got if he's not pushing Dents. And he's got a new little boy too, Steele. So awesome. You guys will have to talk to him sometime.
Yeah.
Real excited for him. Do what?
You named his son Steele?
Steele Reef Mullen. Yeah, awesome. If that tells you, Reef for the middle name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cute little dude. I'm excited for him. But yeah, just we spend a lot of time riding 4-wheelers and stuff like that. We've had a bunch of Dent guys come up a few times, and we've taken them out to a ranch called Cloud9 Ranch that we go to and ride stuff like that. And man, I just try to enjoy my life best I can.
I didn't. I saw something a little while back. Something with your daughter. Like she's a big Adam Sandler fan, or something. Or did I see that wrong?
Oh, dude. Yeah. So
what was that?
No, she's a huge Adam Sandler fan, and I never thought I'd find somebody that was more a fan than me. But no, she's all about it.
Awesome.
Yeah. So her birthday came around, and she's been asking me, Dad, if I write Adam Sandler, do you think he'll write me back? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe you can try. And so she wrote him a letter, and I forgot to mail the letter. So I still got it.
Don't watch this.
Yeah, don't look. Her birthday came around. Actually, the year before, she asked about going. I looked up tickets in Tampa. I was going to fly her to Tampa, and they said that she had to be 16 to get in. And I was like, I don't think it's going to work out. So when they came to Memphis to do another show the next year, and I called and said the same thing. I spent probably 2 hours on the phone making sure that, hey, if I'm her dad, can I take her to get in? And we gave it to her for her birthday surprise, and she cried like a baby. And we gave it to her, made me cry at the end of it. And so it was awesome. It was a great experience. But I'd say for a good hour and a half of the 2-hour show, we had to have her do the earmuffs. Because it was pretty raunchy.
Yeah.
Didn't realize it would get that bad, but I'd forgot how it was.
Yeah. Old Adam Sandler, especially back in the day, had them tapes. Lunch lady.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She sings like, oh, you guys have to go watch sometime. There's a video that my daughter and I made where Adam Sandler does this new song called Phone Wallet Keys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we redid the song, and Raylan sang the song word for word, and I'm in the background playing the piano like his sidekick guy.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. You'll have to find that.
We'll have to
find that. Spade, Rob Schneider, Nick Swartzen, and all them.
Yep.
Yeah, we went and seen them. They were at the Grand Ole Opry one year, and I got to go see them. That was epic.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Did you see Nick Schwartz not too long ago? Like, I think he was in Colorado, and he said he ate an edible and drank before the show. And like, he was.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's what he said. Like, when he was like, "Do not eat an edible and take a drink in Colorado."
Yeah. No, he was like, okay. The entire time. All right. Okay.
Finally, they just came out there and walked him off stage.
Yeah. I was totally afraid that's what I was going to do today. I'd be like,
that's what we tell everybody. It's just 3 of us or 4 of us, however many's on here talking. You know, it just like we would before the show. It's just live now. So
exactly. Yeah.
His daughter now better than Taylor Swift. She's 8. Oh gosh, he's a Swiftie.
How'd that work, Dad?
Yeah, we've got a Swiftie too. Trying to avoid that, but she's ate up with that too.
Most
my boy, I've got him riding dirt bikes and stuff right now, so it's cool as we can both be on one at the same time. I can be on mine, he on his, and made him a few little jumps and stuff here recently, and
heck yeah,
he's going to be all about that too.
I was going to ask if the kids are any sports or anything. I guess dirt bike ride and stuff.
Yeah, so my daughter is a big into dance, and so she's been a dance since she was like 2, so 9 years or so. Mm-hmm. And my boy's starting to play basketball, and my daughter's a cheerleader too. And we tried the soccer thing once, and my boy didn't really like it. It was too cold for me too, so I wasn't too upset about that outside.
Right.
Yep.
That's awesome.
But
I love it. I love it.
We had a good old time.
So what do y'all like to do, like, as a family? Y'all like to travel anywhere? Do y'all camp? I know you said dirt bikes and stuff, but
yeah, so we always go to Florida at least once a year and spend some time on the ocean doing that. Sometimes they want to go camping, but I spend enough time in my camper. I'm not really interested in that by the time it's downtime. But yeah. Do what?
What part of Florida do y'all go to?
Normally Destin.
Okay.
Normally Destin. That's kind of our go-to.
Yeah.
Go down there, eat at McGuire's Steakhouse.
Yep.
That's that. If anything beats out Roadhouse, it's McGuire's.
It's definitely McGuire's. Yeah.
Yeah. That, then Roadhouse and pizza, stepping down.
Yeah. So you got Destin's 3 hours from me. Pensacola, where the original McGuire's is, that's an hour for us.
Right. I haven't eaten at that one.
Yeah. That's the original. It's great, man. Especially if you go like and do their brunch. Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'm big into food. I like to eat a lot. If you can't tell. Yeah. So like we were, I think it was Wade Johnson and BJ and me and Corey a few years ago back in Pine Bluff or Crime Bluff, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Arkansas.
Yeah. Well, I had T-shirts made for us at the end that said "I survived Pine Bluff," had bullet holes all over them. But we were stopping by Larry's Pizza, and Larry's Pizza they bring all the pizza around and they keep putting it on your plate.
Okay.
So yeah.
So it's kind of like a CC's pizza, but they bring it to you.
Yeah, they bring it to you. They just shove it on your plate, and I'm telling you, it's it's a good place when you walk in and everybody in there's about 350, 400 pounds. Yeah, old Larry's. Yeah, sweating, trying to eat, sweat coming off you. You don't know if it's sweat or grease, but it's going to be good either way.
Yeah. My father-in-law's from Pine Bluff originally.
Is he?
Yeah.
Whew.
He's lived in Mobile. He's lived in Mobile most of his life, but I'd say up to like 5 years old, he's from Pine Bluff.
Man, I'd say nothing scares that man, so I'd be careful.
He worked for the FBI 40 years, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to go through Pine Bluff going to Little Rock all the time when I was little, but we never stopped in Pine Bluff. It's just, we knew when we saw that Pine Bluff sign, we were pretty close.
Yeah, no joke.
That was it.
It's like West
We stayed a good half hour outside of there.
Yeah. I
got to tell you this story. I don't know if Corey Pope has told you the story or not, but when we were in Pine Bluff, BJ and all of us were working together. And Corey had this contraption that he had made, you put it on somebody's vehicle, and when they hit the brakes, the horn goes off. So he ends up putting that on BJ's truck, and we're dying laughing. He drives to work the next day, which is, like I said, a good half hour. Well, it didn't work exactly right. It worked when you hit the brakes, but it also worked when you turn on the headlights, any of the sessions. So for a half hour, he drove to work with his headlights on, with a horn blaring the entire time. And we let that joke run for a long time, and he called and was talking to a mechanic trying to figure out how to get that thing. He couldn't figure out what was going on, and he's on the phone with the guy. He's like, "Yeah, no, it's just the high horn. It's just the high horn." I'm like, the high horn. So yeah, he'll see this later. He'll call me an a-hole, I'm sure. It was Corey's idea. It was Corey's whole project. We just got to be there at the same time.
Yeah, we got to get him. We got to get him on the show too.
Who's that?
Oh yeah,
Billy Joe, BJ,
okay.
whatever.
I'm like, you guys like,
no,
we've had him on the show.
We had Corey and Brittany on.
I was hoping and praying you were talking about Corey.
No. even Greg, he knows Crime Bluff said it was one of the deadliest cities in America.
Yeah. Well, when they had a guard standing at the door at the grocery store with a pistol and stuff, I thought, well, you're going to be stealing any mac and cheese out of this place.
That's every store here. What you talking about?
Is it?
Yeah.
Man, I live a sheltered life, I'm telling you. When I first started doing dance, I got to travel around, see a lot of different places. And one of the weirdest things for me was the chocolate milk. I thought that in the entire country had the same brand of milk. And so I went to a gas station somewhere. I'm like, where's the Highland Dairy? And they looked at me like, what are you talking about? You're an idiot. So you have this kind and this kind and this kind. And I asked for it. And then I found out, somebody told me that milk is regional.
Yeah.
And so then I went on a hiatus to try all the different types of chocolate milk across the country, come out with this udder score. Like, this chocolate milk gets 3 nipples on the udder score.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, did that for a while.
In Yingling, like, Jack would go places like, I hope they got Yingling. That's one of those things that'll sell him on a hell trail. Like, oh, we got Yingling here. Oh, man, count me in.
Right, yeah. No, I get it. It's just like I said, though, just living the sheltered life, and just didn't realize what there was out there, how much different parts of the country were.
Yeah.
Well, I think I mean, as young kids, I didn't know that like dairy's regional until my adult life.
Yeah.
I knew, like, right up the street used to be one, little meal or whatever it's called. Well, but it's Brown's Dairy.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's everywhere. No, it's not.
Exactly. There's all kinds of things like that you just don't think.
The only one that's everywhere is the fake chocolate milk, and that's Yoo-Hoo.
It is. Yeah, that's everywhere. It's got nothing on other stuff, but
oh man,
all pure.
Yeah, but no, man, the rest of my family is real important to me. My mom and my dad and my brother, and just everybody in my life is real important to me. Growing up, I remember what has kind of made me a hard worker is seeing my mom and dad work really hard as a kid, and knew no matter what I did, I was going to work hard. Yeah. And my dad told me once, he probably don't remember telling me, but he said it was everybody's responsibility to benefit or to do better for the next generation. So I watched them do that for me. It gave me the opportunities to be where I am. So where I am now is trying to work hard to benefit or give my kids a leg up. So when it's time for them, maybe they can do something where they don't have to travel like we have to travel, or do the things we have to do to make a good living.
Right. That's what I always think. Like, I'm trying to raise it to where my kids are going to be good when they get older and stuff. Like, that's the plan.
Exactly. Yeah. We've started with rentals, and people like Corey, I mentioned him several times, but I've talked with him a lot about building up rentals and things like that. And we're up to several properties now, and I'll probably never see that effect, but my kids one day will have that. They'll have income coming in from other than sitting in a shop that's 110 degrees, trying not to pass out.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
That's like mine. I mean, we've always been on them about schoolwork and stuff like that because my parents weren't like that with me. They just worked hard. You know? So they've done great in school. Allow them to be able to go to college and get the majority of it paid for. We paid the rest, trying to give them that leg up to hopefully not be in this same.
Right. And don't get me wrong, this is a great profession.
Yeah.
If you work hard, we couldn't do this same type of work really in any type of thing and make as good a living as we do or have the benefits that we have. But
it's not like, you can always have a trade as a fallback or a background. But like my son, I'm telling, he doesn't know exactly what he wants to go for. And I'm like, you do something in like computer engineering, something on that sort of background, because that's where the world's going. More computers.
Yeah. So, you got to kind of look ahead.
Yeah. I mean, you can always use that in just about any field there is, even in our field. I mean, you come up, you can, there's just a lot to it.
That's how I feel about like marketing I'm going to get into, but I don't mention any of this stuff to my kid because she'll do the opposite of what I like suggest. So I'm just like, do whatever you want because I ain't even trying. You're going to do the opposite.
Well, just tell her what you don't want her to do as what you want her to do.
Right?
Exactly.
Go get a marketing.
What's up, Nick? Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. But yeah, I love, I know we haven't talked but a handful of times, and we'll keep up definitely after this, but just seeing how you are with your family on Facebook, stuff like that, you just tell, the love you have for your family. That's great, man. You're a great dad.
You can tell husband. People. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. They may disagree with you at times, but but yeah, no, that's what it's all about. We don't do dents because I love fixing cars. I love fixing dents. We do it because it provides a life for your family.
Yeah.
Then you go on and spend time with them. But you know what? Another thing that I thought was kind of odd between us three, we've got a Mandy, and an Amanda as wives.
Yeah. There's a lot of Amandas in the video.
Yeah.
Jeremy Nadeau's wife Amanda. There's several of them. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. It's just, there's a lot of them. Like mine is Amanda, but she's always gone by Mandy her whole life.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine's a straight up Mandy. So I've got one that's not an Amanda.
Yeah. But, so like when our oldest, we're trying to pick names and stuff. Like one of them that we always liked was Mandolin Rain, but we knew she'd be called Mandy.
Yep.
So
exactly.
She was like, nope.
So we came up with Raylyn, which was my wife's two middle names for her parents, and I didn't want anybody calling her Ray Ray, but it worked out. Yeah.
I got Ray Ray. I got Ray Ray.
Uh-oh. There you are.
Uh-oh. Still there?
Yep. You're good.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah. So I didn't know much about you, and John Yeager, he was really bragging on you and stuff. And anybody's cool with John Yeager's cool with me. I do want to show.
That's great.
I said that to show this picture. There is somebody smaller than John Yeager. Look at this.
Who's that girl?
Some painter where he was working. I don't know. It was funny.
Close to a midget as you can get without being a midget. He's got a jacked up Silverado, like so tall. I'm like, dude, quick
Does he got a ladder to get in?
Yep,
climb on the tire to get up there.
But we've got some great people in the dent world, and like I said, we seem to all find each other.
Yeah.
At somehow, because there's thousands of us, and the good ones find each other.
Well, what gets me is I've heard people say this like for years and that, talking about how shitty dent techs. I mean, these are dent techs talking about dent techs. They won't go to MTE because it's, they don't want to see. I'm like, the majority of us are like a huge family. Like we're great. We love hanging out with each other. We like helping each other.
Right.
It's you can tell the ones that complain are the ones who just don't need to be in the industry.
MTE's changed a lot over the years. I think it used to be a cutthroat, and it's getting more of like it's getting a closer knit industry.
But don't get me wrong, it's still cutthroat in places.
Oh,
you gotta, yeah, for sure.
Especially on the
but
health
I think
side.
The further you go, and the more you weed out some of those problems in your life, and I tend to not think about those people that are causing problems. I just keep focusing on the people that I enjoy being around, and those opportunities seem to continue to come from those type of people.
That's it. Yeah.
But tag team. There you go, Jack.
Yep.
Find your partner.
Do you make the trip to MTE?
I've been several years in a row. I didn't go this last year. I had that blood clot in my leg, so I didn't want to do any flights or anything like that. But yeah, I'll probably go back again next year. But we always have a good time.
I guess you got the blood clot situated.
I think it'll always hurt and kind of always be in the back of my mind, but I didn't die, so that works out all right. It was pretty touch and go for a while. I guess it's a lot more serious thing than you kind of anticipate whenever that happens. And for the first week, it was in my back of my knee, like in the calf, in that area. So until those things solidify, they can move right to your heart, your lungs, or your brain, and the first thing you know is you're not there anymore. So
yeah, that's scary.
Yeah,
I'd always heard if it makes it, if it makes it above your knee, that's when you really start. You really have to.
Yep.
Get it taken care of.
It was pretty touch and go. I asked in the ER whenever it happened, I'm like, so can I go back to work today or can I go back to work tomorrow? And you should have seen the doctor's face. She was like, back to work? Like, yeah. I'm like, but it was at a point where they didn't even want me to travel home for 2 weeks. So yeah, it was just kind of, really try to slow down for about a week and make sure that, that type of stuff doesn't move. But it worked out all right.
Good.
Well, this is why, us as an industry, you do what you have to do to have good insurance. I see a lot of people passing and stuff that it's like there's nothing there. I mean, and you wonder why. Like, it just blows my mind. I'm gonna pay what I have to pay. I'm gonna have great insurance for me and my family. It sucks paying for it, but
it does. Yeah,
if you don't have it,
and I'm guilty of the same thing. I need to increase mine, and that's on the to-do list. But then it hailed, so that's your immediate to-do list.
It's like I need to increase my life insurance.
We just did that.
Yeah. I've also got to do a living will. I've yet to do that. I need to do a will.
I am in the middle of that. I did start doing that.
Yeah, we really have to do one.
Yeah. It's taken a while. I thought, it would be kind of over and done, but I think the lawyers want to drag out and charge you for a little bit longer to complete that.
Yeah.
I tease my lawyer's a pretty good guy, so I can't really joke too much about that.
It sucks getting older.
Yeah, it does.
Life insurance, I recommend everybody getting with their insurance agent. Like, it's actually, we upped our life insurance. It's going to save us pretty much $20 a year. That's a long period of time for a short amount of money, but we got life insurance now for $20 less a year than what we were paying for stuff. So.
Yeah, you can't complain with that for sure.
Like my initial life insurance that I've had since I want to say 2000. And I've had the same, but it's only a $50,000 policy.
Yeah,
that I don't even think. And now I can get like $1 million or something for probably less than what I'm paying.
I got to keep mine at a certain level. I got to keep it where it's take care of my family, but not too enticing for the wife to get rid of me.
I know.
You go pizza. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. But
crazy.
Speaking of pizza, since this guy's on, he got me on Rio's frozen pizza at Walmart.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Just check it out if you can find it. Oh my god,
Rio's.
It's like the spaghetti sauce, but it's a pizza.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Man, if it's pizza, I'm trying it out. So
man, I'm gonna have to grab one on the way home. I got to run by Walmart and get dog food.
Oh yeah. I tell you how much pizza we used to eat as a kid. That if we didn't order from Pizza Hut at least twice a week, they would call us to make sure we were okay.
Man, that was back when you could get it for so cheap, dude. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like, now we order 2 pizzas from Papa John's, a pepperoni and a cheese, and then you got to add a tip, and then you got to it'll be $50-something.
Oh yeah.
Time. It's like
Pizza Hut is solely responsible for teaching me how to read as a kid too. If you didn't get the bookets and I get a free pizza, I would never mess with it.
Right?
Or it was always a hangout spot too. Like going to Pizza Hut was just.
I wish those Pizza Huts still existed, like the old school.
They tore ours down, and I think my daughter cried.
I think when they started like rebuilding, like refurbishing them to something that looked newer and all that, they just started going downhill.
Yeah.
Dude, if they just built 1 or 2 like here and made it look like the old ones or refurbished that, dude, I'm telling you, they would be packed.
Yeah,
dude.
Packed out. God, we still have a Godfather's that is the same one that's been there since I was younger. Still there. It hasn't changed. The building has not changed. They painted it. That's it.
I've got a classic Pizza Hut. I've got 2 classic Pizza Huts 45 minutes away.
Nice.
So, I'm doing okay right now. I'll survive the apocalypse as long as I still got the Pizza Hut close.
Barry's asking if the blood clot was in the same leg that you broke your kneecap.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've got a huge knot on the end of my kneecap now where the bones fused back together. So, yes, same leg. And I've tore calf muscles and things like that playing basketball. I love basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And I play, when I'm at home, I play 3 times a week in the morning at 5:30 basketball.
Nice.
And but since then, I can't keep my calves from pulling. Every time I play, it's like I'm not getting enough blood flow to those calves and tear it every time. So I got to be really careful.
Right. 5:30 in the morning basketball. I might be able to get down with that. That's when I'm up and ain't doing shit anyway.
Yeah, dude, I love it. We've had a group of guys that play that 5:30 basketball are right in there for 20-something years. So I've been playing in that group since graduated high school. I think I may even played while I was a little bit in high school, and been playing it ever since. And I'm 41 now.
Nice.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I was about to ask you how old or when you graduated, but I'm 40.
01.
Yeah.
2000.
Yeah.
98 right here. My wife is 36. She's older.
Back in the 90s.
Yeah. I'm a 79 baby. December of 79. Up till the 70s, baby.
That's what I've been watching. Goldbergs and Fresh Off the Boat, like in that age range, the 80s and 90s. I'm loving all the stuff that came out. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. So Travis tells me he's about 4 years older than me, and every year, think you're tired now. Wait till you get to this age. Wait till you get to this age. Every year, I'll reach whatever milestone he says. I'll just wait till the next one.
Hey, tell him to come over here and give us a wave real quick.
Travis, come over here and say hi.
Yeah.
He may not be able to hear us because you got the earbuds, but he can at least.
Yeah, you at least say hi to everybody. Wait, give everybody a.
How's it going?
What's up?
That's the real hero.
I can't hear you, but how's it going?
I know. I can't do sign language.
No, he knows sign language. You're good.
Oh, well, tell me what I said then.
I only know one sign language.
And you're number one. That's all I know.
Yeah, he says somebody told him he was number one yesterday. So a lady honked at him when he wouldn't turn right on red very fast, and she told me he was number one and about spun out right in front of us.
Nice. Awesome. At least you know you're number one.
So.
Yeah, he's definitely he's number one in my book too.
Poor man got to work.
Matter of fact, I think I told him he was number one the other day.
Twice.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh Lord. Well, man, it was we're over the hour mark. I had
a good time.
We could sit here and talk all night, but I've
got stories.
Yeah.
I've got good, funny stories on a lot of people. They're probably sitting here watching nervous, and I'm going to tell them about them. But
it's awesome, man.
All good stories. But yeah, I wish I had more time to actually BS with you guys and tell you about some more really good people.
Well, definitely try to make MTE this or next year, and we got to meet up with us and stuff.
Let's find a roadhouse and throw down on some rolls.
It's the PDR beginner show. Oh, no comment, Jeffrey.
Always try to plug it, Brad. I got to meet up here. It's usually the weekend before Thanksgiving if you can make it. Like we always.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Remind me. I'll try to watch it for Facebook too. I'd love to do that.
It's awesome because it's a great group that always shows up, and it's great for kids. So
yeah,
it's awesome.
Awesome.
Yep.
We have a lot of fun. But no, we appreciate you coming on, brother. And like I said, we could talk all night, but I don't want to keep you too long. And
I appreciate it.
I got to get home too. So.
Yep. No, I hear you. I'm gonna go back to work. We got a truck to finish.
Well, we appreciate you coming on. We appreciate everybody watching. Just hang on a second while we close it out. We'll say our goodbyes at the end. But remember, if y'all need shirts, because we got a lot of great shirts in that, y'all hit pdrapparel.com. We got one here. We got fun shirts for PDR. Got new ones coming out. Got some more great ideas today that I'm working on from some other techs, but y'all go get you some.
Yeah.
All right. We are out of here.
Bye, everybody.
Later, guys.